Ladies and gentlemen, to Detroit, the Dark Reflection. Our scene tonight is going to start in the heart of the city. Well, where the heart would be for the Sabbat. At the church, when Archbishop Walters holds his mass of his dark brethren and sisters. Archbishop, what news do you have tonight for our assembled cabal of monsters?
Give me just a second to get Archbishop out. Oh. So, have you boys and girls been seeing any military types in the neighborhood?
Do I?
Have any of y'all seen any military types?
You want me to roll a contact streets or influence streets to see if I saw something?
For that?
He's like, no, none yet. But I've been getting word that some military types have been in our city, in our territories, doing all sorts of things like giving vitae to college professors and whatnot.
Military types giving vitae out?
And of course, Bishop Aaron got hold of Seti, who apparently was working with one of these military types.
If they're giving vitae, are they also Sabbat?
We have no idea where the vitae comes from. We don't know whose vitae it is. But Bishop Aaron interrogated a Sedite high priest the other night and got some information about things happening over in Windsor.
I haven't seen shit on the streets, but...
Well, your brother was the one who brought the priest in. Why don't you go ask him?
Sure. Why not? If he's around.
Yeah, hold on, let me bring him up.
Anyways, your brother has been doing quite a good job with his new assignment, bringing in all the lovely little things to us. You should be proud.
I am.
You'll see Mac walking into the church, and we'll give a nod to everyone. Yo, what up, Queenie? I miss you, sis. How you doing? Let's go.
Yeah, man. Where you been?
Just been up, over there in Windsor, cracking a few heads, taking a few lives, dirty business. But all good fun, all good fun.
So what's this stuff about those soldier guys?
Oh yeah. Them soldier boys. All right, yo, check this out. Couple nights ago, all right, me and the librarian. What was that dude's name? Oh yeah, Rex. And this new guy, Jim. Yo, you should meet him. He's good people. All right, so we were chasing down some of those Mexicans. You know those IDs I gave you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it was one of his boys. Now, this dude said that some military type people, you know those guys that were digging up the graves that night? Now, someone else in the room might recall that.
The attack on the Shovelhead pits.
Was this the night that we tore shit up and took names, killed that guy that came up rolling, as you say, rolling hard and deep?
I believe.
Yeah.
Were you children at the warehouse when the hunters attacked our supply lines?
I was. I set a few of them on fire.
Then those boys are what your friend over there is talking about.
So wait, you're saying something along the lines of hunter-type folk are giving out blood to people?
Nah. Yo, look. Well, shit. I don't even know if that's the truth, but what I do know for sure All right, those guys that were hitting our pits, those dudes weren't there just trying to kill us like hunters. Nah, they were trying to make away with the bodies. All right, and we got one of those fools who's affiliated with those cats, whose houses are robbed in Mexican town. All right, he said that they're just middlemen, moving these bodies into some military type people's hands.
So what are these guys? ATF? FBI? Are they something along the lines of like a private military company? Something of that ilk? Or is it just...
Now, fuck if I know, but what I do know is Brother Cobras, right? That dude, he seems to have, well, the other night we went to this like Zedite temple that was down there in Windsor. All right, he found a few books and whatnot. A lot of these dudes, the Sedites, right? They're moving blood too. So when I'm thinking they're moving blood, and you got these Mexican cats out moving blood, and it's all going into military hands, I'm like, yo, I'm going to close the loop there. Think about it.
It's like vampire drug dealers, though?
Yes, they are vampire drug dealers, but they also peddle in, well, they specialize in unearthly pleasures, if you know what I mean. I.e., they sell the bite. They sell the bite. They make people pay for the privilege of being fed on.
Sound like good people. Sound like enterprising people.
They worship their antediluvian, so...
Well, okay, that was standing, kind of shitty, but hey, we could follow that business model.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to stop you if you want to mimic it.
Yo, that's all true and all, but I'm just saying, you know what? It makes me think. How in the hell did those guys find our pits? I'm thinking those Sedites sold us out.
So we find one, set part of it on fire, get some information out of it?
It's by this time the Archbishop comes back with a bundle, and you see there's a burlap sack with a man who looks like his arms and legs have been broken. They're just kind of broken at angles. Just hoisting them onto the floor. We took what we could out of his head.
I see. What you planning to do with them?
You see him walk over and just stomp the dude's head into the floor.
Well, that was anticlimactic, Archbishop.
We took what we could out of him. Well, let me rephrase that. Bishop Aaron probed his mind, took what she could out of him, then we broke his arms and legs for fun of it.
That I can tell.
Over to Queenie. Does this normally happen? Have I been missing out on little powwows?
Hey, I wasn't there.
Anyways, this thing was a gift from Jim Jim. He just spit so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, judging by the fact that he hadn't turned to ash, I'm guessing he was not people. Well, real people.
He was a goal. Anyways, the side that Mac brought in the other night, we also probed his mind. It seems he was missing his heart when we snipped his head off.
Missing his heart.
Sedites?
Yeah. Some do. Yeah, they can rip their own hearts out.
Yo, Queenie, let me ask you a question.
What?
You got your laptop with you?
Well, always.
Yeah. Did you work on that computer tower? Did you get all those files?
Uh-huh.
Check something for me. Yo, see, just look through the picture library. See, tell me if you find anything.
Okay. She opens the laptop. Seems the password logs in. Charles, computer, or, well, actually, Bruce, you're seeing a computer roll? Like intelligence computer?
You already broke it down.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you to give me a perception investigation to note if you see anything. Because you're looking through the library. Or what might be a library. The file could be mislabeled.
mean, these people are into a lot of porn. That's when they know how to
Shit.
Oh wow,
You say that after I get 4 successes on that.
You
Yes.
find a library that reads hardcore.
Oh boy.
I'll say
In
that.
this one.
I'll say this, Saskia.
Yeah.
He will never look at unicorns the same way again.
Why did you have to mention unicorns? Ah,
Cause.
Reasons, my dear, reasons.
But you do start seeing a pattern, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Mac is gonna peer over your shoulder and just be like, "Yo, yo, yo! I know that place. I know that place. That's the club." He's pointing to a picture that kind of resembles like a strip club. It'll be him and it'll be one of these guys who you presume is the owner of the laptop and a dancer there. Mac's gonna say, "Well, yo, like, look. That's like evidence right there. These dudes, straight up, was in that temple. There's no way that the sites couldn't have not been dealing with them too."
okay. We can go check the place out.
Well, nah, we already bum rushed the place. But
Ah.
look, there was some cats, right, that were sent to pick up what remained of the main Setites' haven, like, all his possessions and whatnot. But now, I stole the van, I got some of this stuff, I left a majority of it in the care of Mr. Cobras. Later on that night, I'm sorry, what were you going to say, Jesse?
No, I didn't say anything. I just need to scrape my throat.
Oh, sorry.
The Archbishop turns on. Do keep your head up, because they were summoning something at that place.
Oh.
I don't know if it's still there, if it's been moved on, but something was summoned there. According to what Aaron told me.
Alright, cool.
Some kind of weird spirit.
Ooh. Necromancy.
Not necessarily. Go ahead, Bruce.
Max would say, well, later on that night, as we were trying to bring the casket back, like, some dudes just came after us. I know that I dumped the van, however, we switched cars. So somebody was watching us. They're still out there. Now, two of those guys, one of them I was lucky enough to capture. I'm holding them down. However, one of them got away.
Got a description of the guy?
Yeah, he's like mad clean cut, you know what I'm saying? He's got a few tattoos along the back of his neck. They kind of look like military tattoos, but not like, I don't know, not like modern ones, kind of like made up ones. I don't know, some Game of Thrones shit, I don't know.
Okay.
So, like, Archbishop, what should we do? Should we patrol out here, or should we head towards the straight away?
Look more into this over yonder in Windsor. I will give you this heads up. Like I said, they summoned something. And I don't think it's a dead man.
So, should
Do
we
you
bring
know
in
more about
serious
the
hardware?
summoning?
Magic isn't really my area of expertise, my dear.
Who would know more about it, Mr. Archbishop said?
I guess Mr. Covers would. I guess he need the clue dons that y'all know. He looks over to Dizzy.
Dizzy is currently playing Angry Birds on the phone and looks up. Huh?
Somebody summoned the spirit.
That's not my area of expertise.
Aren't you a sorceress?
I am a sorcerer, but I do more in tangible things.
Facelifting and such.
Something like that. Yeah, sure. My contemporaries know some things about spirits, but it's not an area of study that I have access to at the moment.
And in case y'all don't know, Monroe has been punished for fucking up Rolly and costing me $3 million.
Wait, who?
Oh, that
What?
Monroe.
Jeez.
Ink starts grinning.
Yeah, if y'all catch him using necromancy, hit him in the head with a hammer. He has to keep one on him at all times.
Yep. If he starts
Yeah,
using
well,
necromancy, you can break his fingers. I call it a treat, and I hope he does
Mm-hmm.
it in front of me, just for the sake of fun.
Looks over at Mac. Is that the one that was with us the night we took care of all the shovelheads?
Oh yeah. Cousin Monroe. Damn, guess he fucked up.
I don't like that. I never liked that guy.
He ain't a bad dude, you know what I'm saying? At least he gets down with a shotgun.
He almost caused a war with the fucking dead.
Oi.
And we don't mean the nice blood-drinking ones. We mean the skin-changing motherfuckers.
hmm I think he met the messenger dude.
I'll tell you what, Archbishop, if you can get me some kind of access to Holdonic sorcery books, tomes, anything you can get your hands on, I can try and work out Way of Spirit, but it's not exactly an easy path to learn.
I know someone who practices Way of Spirit.
We don't have the time to get you into books, and maybe in a fortnight or more we can get something done. I think he's talking about getting shit done right now.
I
Well,
am. But
Long-term plans, then.
if you really want to know a little bit about Way of Spirit, you could seek out Dr. Harper.
Maybe. I'm not a huge fan of interacting with too many other Koldans myself, but if it's for the good of the sect, it's for the good of the sect.
Hey, if you're interested, just drop the little information, that's all. There's talk of Fomori in this city. And yes, I know they have been Fomori over in Windsor. Fomori are what happens when evil spirits possess humans. Kind of like a demon, but not quite as bad.
Alright, so can we just blow the heads off, or we need some kind of spiritual shotgun or something to do that?
Blowing their head off, chainsawing their head off, go nuts. Just kill them on sight.
Something with heads. That's cool.
So we need to take a chainsaw with us. Cool.
Well, I mean, you could make a potato can that fires potatoes with nails in them at it, but get creative, have fun with it. Just kill them on sight if you see a person hawk out.
I like creative.
Well, Charles, look at your PM.
Okay, now, with all this talk of being creative, let me introduce a lovely gentleman who will be giving some more spiritual advice on what I could provide for you. And he kind of goes over to a wall, opens the doorway up, and ushers somebody in that y'all don't quite know.
You you see this short gentleman. He's about average height for a guy. He saunters in with a smile, but there's something kind of unsettling in his eyes. They kind of betray the smile he has. Good evening, my brothers and sisters. How are you?
But I don't want to talk at once.
Doing fine. How are you? Where are you?
Let me introduce myself. I am Priscus Anthony Casaliera.
Of course.
Priscus. Jeez, fuck what you doing in a town like this?
My dear, let me ask you a question. Who is your cardinal?
Who's my what?
Your
The cardinal.
Oh. Do I know this? Jeez, fuck.
Darling.
Probably not. It's okay.
Probably not.
Answer whatever you want to answer. Okay, probably not.
She shrugs. I don't know. I don't care about politics that much.
Such a simplistic life. Anyone else? Who is your cardinal?
At the moment, we don't have a cardinal, I believe.
Yes, we do. His name is Dolan. He's currently stationed in Montreal.
See, I just rooted out the answer. There you go.
There you go. There you go. Now, we have that cardinal, and he's up north. We have another cardinal. He's over east, to the south. So many. And what did they do? Detroit. She is alone. Canaanites here. Unless you put the stake in this for yourself, my friends, she's going to go with the wind. I can tell you, as I have come here to advise Archbishop Walters and yourself, the best way to take the city. Now, I've been briefed slightly on some matters, and I have some information for you. I've taken upon myself to align with those who are willing to help rid the city of the Sethites. Mac, I have already discovered the whereabouts of this gentleman that you say ran away. I will provide you with the location. I hope that some of your brothers and sisters would assist you in this.
Well, wouldn't we? We're all one in Sabbat, aren't we?
That is good. Good to hear.
Yeah. And I thought you didn't do politics.
Sure, there are many other Canaanites,
I don't
but
do fucking politics.
that being said, the sect is the only thing that stands between us and the old ones waking up and eating all of us, so.
If there is one disease I find that plagues the Sabbat, it is avarice. Too many Canaanites only care for themselves.
Have you looked at the state of affairs with most Canaanites?
I have, and that is
They're
why.
not exactly nice people.
It does not matter if we are nice to each other. What does matter is that we ensure our mutual survival.
This is why we have the Valkyrie. It separates us from the heretics.
Okay, that's true. When's the last time we had a Valkyrie?
I had one a few nights ago.
One about a week ago.
Although I'd love to do Volderies and stuff, I do believe we're not here to gather and have a Voldery. I believe we're here to know a plan, get some heads cracking.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You want to go crack some heads? Help yourself to any of the weapons in the closet.
Jesse, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
What's Ink's appearance? How does he actually look?
That I'm not gonna fucking tell. He's wearing a mask. Exactly. Like that character, how he looks, that's how he looks. You can see the shadows, like the ink, all over the mask, because, well, use of shadows. And that's it. You don't know how he looks.
Alright, let's see.
I like it that way.
I'm making a perception. Should it be a perception or a cult or intelligence in a cult? The Priscus is trying to discern if those shadows are just the mask or if it's Optenebration.
No, it's Optenebration.
Perception occult.
Alright, 2 success. The Priscus will approach you after you had your say. Excuse me, son. Are you my brother's keeper?
Seems so. Aren't we all each other's keeper?
He'll put a hand on your shoulder. It's good to hear. And then he'll step away from you. So, Mac, here is the address. Now, I saw a few gentlemen with him. I did not have the chance to discern their nature. There is a building. It seems to be Ran down. Cannot hear if there were any people inside. But I would be cautious. And Mac will receive the address. And yeah. The Priscus will just whisper in the Archbishop's ear before he departs.
Okay, kiddies, you each have a job to do. Mac will lead the way.
If you could see me smiling, you would see it.
There's a closet full of baseball bats and hammers and all kinds of lovely things. Feel free to help yourself to any of them that you want.
Chainsaw?
Chainsaws in the woodshed. It needs gas to fill it up. When you see
Great.
them walk off.
Wonderful.
So Mac, with this information, he looks up at you guys. Yo, you guys ready to do this? You want to roll? Crack some fucking skulls?
Yes.
Why not?
Alright, check it. Yo, Archbishop, I'm gonna go borrow one of these, like, vans, if you don't mind.
You kind of see the Archbishop is walking off. He kind of waves you off, like, sure, why not?
Do we have any blood on tap today?
Oh, you hungry, Dizzy?
Well, I just figure if we're going into a situation, I might want to go top off.
She's being smart.
Yeah, I'm sure we can pick up somebody on the way.
Queenie will actually close her laptop, of course, and from the backpack that holds her laptop as well, she'll take a set of brass knuckles.
Okay. Remember, there's some baseball bats and other basic melee weapons that the Archbishop will provide
Yeah,
you.
I'll take one big knife, I'll take the chainsaw and some baseball bat. Something like that. Blunt weapon as well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Do you think we'll stick with the revolver or the revolvers that she got from the last one, or from the?
Yeah, I've got guns as well, but since
And she's gonna take a set of brass knuckles as well.
Okay, so you're gonna take. What kind of revolvers were they? Were they light or heavy?
They were
Light.
heavy revolvers. They were the big revolver type.
Okay, cool. Just noting that. All right, so Mac's gonna lead you into the van. It's like a regular nondescript black van. He's going to drive towards the address. He's gonna make a little detour in a kind of little like suburban area of Detroit, just where rows and rows of houses, scoping for someone. As he said, we'll just pick someone up off the streets. I want to say there's like two people, like they're walking down the street, just talking to each other, enjoying the night. Mac's gonna look at you guys like, "All right, yo, who wants to like pop out and just grab him?"
yes. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mac's gonna pull the car to a slow stop. He's gonna say to Dizzy, "Yo, just watch the door and let Queenie and
Yep.
take a tackle at him."
Sure.
All right. So how are you gonna approach these two? Now you can approach from behind them because you parked just behind them. If you guys want to try and ambush or however you want to handle it.
Yeah, I would prefer to ambush. Let's see. How much blood do I actually have? Not that much, I believe. Trying to find my blood pool. Damn it. I haven't written it down. Anyway, I have 10 probably. So I'm gonna put 2 in. Can I put 2 blood points in strength, 1 in dex and 1 in stamina? Spend 4 blood.
Sure.
Like on our way there.
Oh. Yeah, I'll allow you to do that.
Chill. And yeah, I would try to go for sneak attack.
All right. Just give me a dex stealth. See if you remain quiet until the moment you strike.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, let me check one more thing. Would it be handy to roll initiative already, or?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Make sure to fear ambush.
That's 4 successes on a dex stealth.
All right, add 3 to whatever attack you're gonna make.
I'm gonna make a cold shot to the head with the knuckles.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
So that's dex roll. +3 to hit or to damage?
It's a hit. Let's see, what is that? 1 and 8. All right. Let's roll your +1 to strength plus. And you had brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Strength +1 +1 for the brass knuckles. And you're going for the head, so it's gonna be lethal damage.
Yeah. So strength. I need to break this down, or I'm not gonna. Plus the blood I spend on strength is 4. I had 3 successes there. So I carry 2 over.
Mm-hmm.
And then +1 for the brass knuckles. And another +1?
No.
Okay,
Sorry.
I was gonna say. And then they're all gone, of course, yes.
And if you do more than 4 damage to this person, I'm pretty sure you're knocking them out.
No, I'm not doing that well. Does the 1 cancel out the success here, or not?
For Charles, what's the ruling on that?
No.
In that case, 3 lethal to the head.
All right.
That's gonna leave a mark. Don't have any melee? Oh my god.
He soaks it pretty well, although he did take a cold lethal shot to the head.
Humans can't suck like them,
You
man.
can't
Oh
soak.
yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, sorry. Okay, yeah, that guy is the 3 to the head. Yeah, he's stunned and he staggers to the floor. Like you just see like a jettison of blood kind of at the back of his head. And Ink, you're up.
So there's a woman or another guy?
A woman.
Okay, we need them alive, not break any necks.
Mhm.
Okay, then I'm taking a chest shot because I don't want to. I'll hit it straight in the back, shoulder height. So give it a shock to the heart. Don't kill it, because I'm afraid that if I take a shot to the head, I'll probably take his head off.
It'll be at a difficulty since you're targeting.
I'm taking a general body shot. So that's still
okay.
targeting.
Sorry. Yeah. 6 it is.
Let me see what I can do. So it's melee.
Using the bat? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using simple bat.
Yeah. Melee.
Melee and dexterity, I guess. Dex melee. Okie. There you go. That's nice. These 2. That's -1. That still hits.
Still hits. The bat is what? A strength +2 for bat strength?
Strength +2, and don't forget to add your puns to your dice.
Yeah.
Strength +2. And then melee. No, wait. What do I add otherwise to my strength?
Strength +2 plus. Did you have 2 successes or 1?
1.
You don't add nothing else but your strength +2 plus whatever your opponent's rating is.
There you go.
1, 2, 3 success. Okay, you knocked the wind out of that person. They're pretty easy to bag. Dizzy, would you give me perception alertness?
Sure. Give me just a second here. Alright, 5 dice. Oops, that's too much. 4 successes.
Okay, you see a car coming in the distance. You judge that it's enough time and distance that you can warn your team that someone's coming, if you choose to do so.
She'll definitely shout out that that we've got company, but she's also going to use a wall of magma around the car.
All right. What's the roll for that? I'm still not familiar with Coldenic sorcery.
Manipulation and occult, and the difficulty will be 7. And basically, what it does is it creates a ring of magma that goes 3 meters high and about a 10-foot radius or a 3-meter radius around around where she wants to go.
All right, roll it.
Uh, 7 dice. Can I use a willpower point on this?
Yes, you can.
Mm,
1, 2, 3, and with the willpower, it's 4, so it will remain up for 8 turns. Everything inside of it takes 3 aggravated. I'm sorry, will stay up for 8 turns, and it will do 3 levels of aggravated damage per turn. Difficulty 9 to soak.
And all other candidates,
Yes.
please make a courage roll. Cast fire.
What? I don't like fire.
Difficulty 8, courage roll. Sorry, guys.
Shit, Max got it.
You know that I'm gonna run probably again, right?
If I kill him, will it be
Yeah.
friendly fire first?
Quinny, you're getting the fuck out of there.
Oh yeah.
Max gonna yell at Dizzy, "Yo, get the bodies. I'll go catch those two."
Dizzy will round up the bodies and just wait for the sounds of hilarity inside that wall of magma where the car is.
Those people are dead in there. What's your path rating?
My path rating is
And that's a
path rating
cruel.
is 6. Path of Harmony.
That's a very cruel way to kill somebody. Make a
Yeah.
path check.
And you just like hit underneath the car. There's a good chance that that gas tank is gone in subsequent explosion.
Give us a path check.
Alright, hang on. I'm looking at Path of Harmony.
Torture is a big no-no.
Killing
It's not
without
really-
need.
It's not really torture, it happened really fast.
Yeah, killing a creature other than survival. They were coming to attack us. Failing to follow one's instincts. I mean, we've been jumped before. Killing without need. These guys were probably coming to do us no good. Failing to hunt when you're hungry. I'm not at the point of acting in an overly cruel manner yet.
But it was just a car that was coming. That's all he said.
Could have had a family with children in it.
I won't know that until after I see it.
And you fucked the road, and you fucked the public street up. Shame on you.
You did not have to harm the street.
Yeah, the street was pretty innocent.
You all really
Poor
want me to
streets.
concentrate on
That was
making
like that was like Henry, the bug on the street. Now he's gone.
Aw.
That's the effect.
Like that, it could have been your great aunt, you know.
It was a
Yeah,
cat
in there.
crossing the street.
No, not anymore. He's not.
Well, look,
Oh man.
I want to say this. Getting cooked alive is a pretty bad way to go.
Yeah, it's not really registering on the whole it's torture thing. It killed an enemy, but if you guys want me to make the conscious check, I will.
I got an idea. Bruce, make a shake roll real quick. If it's plus, then it doesn't affect her. If it's a minus, then,
If it's a minus, and we 3 children in the car and a dog.
yeah.
Want me to
The
roll another
dog
one?
makes it sad. Fuck children.
Okay, doesn't affect her.
Oh yeah. She's just dragging the bodies, whistling over, just like, yeah, you know,
Don't worry, it was just an elderly couple. Nobody missed them.
war is war.
Okay. All right, now Mac is chasing the two of you down, and
Oh, two of you? I didn't run. I got fucking
No,
shot.
you got it. The only one who ran was me, of
oh,
course.
okay. So yeah,
I just said I don't like
Again,
fire.
like same thing with the bloody fire dance. Who
Well, that
ran?
was fun.
you see Queenie running down the street with her fangs baring, hissing, and then there's this big old Mac like running after, like, no, get back here! Stop running!
Queenie has a short flaw, so she won't go that fast. Although, oh no, she didn't. And she doesn't have celerity, so don't worry, you catch up with her pretty fast, I guess.
When you're
I-
safe, free, and clear, and calm down, Mac will just start walking you back towards the van.
It's a damn fucking fire! Can't they like give a warning or something for that? So
I
annoying.
did say heads up.
Yes, heads up. That's why I was watching that. Next
Heads
time,
up.
heads down.
Okay, so next time, code word, fire in the hole.
Vuur is een gaatje.
We get back to the van, and yeah, now we do kind of have to fucking book it because someone wanted a volcano in the middle of the street. But we'll get free and clear. All right, so you got two bodies in there. Who needs to fill her up?
Well, only spend a blood point, so the just sitting there, sort of with a stick, poking the two bodies. If they're
I don't mind taking
alive.
4.
Just poking.
Like, I beat that guy. I'm gonna take his blood. So I needed my own blood to beat him down. Seems like a fair deal.
Mac's gonna look at Dizzy. Yo, check this out, Dizzy. From now on, I want you on lookout, okay?
Why am I
Look
always
out.
getting sent at the kitty table?
Well, I'm saying, you know what? Because what we're about to step into, if any cops come, yeah, I guess that would work.
You know, if I wanna, I can ask some of the birds or something to, be lookout as well. I can kind of work with animals a little, just a little.
All right, Queen, if you want to be lookout, that's good too. Now look, we're coming up on this
Whoa.
place, right?
Whoa! No! I didn't say that.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll arrange for some animals to watch.
All right. Do you want to make that as we're pulling?
Yes.
Okay. What are you going for?
Well, first I need to find the animals, so I guess pigeons or something?
There'd be pigeons in the city. Most pigeons live in cities. All right.
Flying
Exactly.
rats.
Exactly. That's why we love them.
Ugh.
So, it's gonna call them. Let's see. Animalism. It's been a while since I used this.
Christmas survival for
Survival?
backpacking.
Oh. Okay. Let me have a look. Look. Charisma, survival. It's not that bad. Let's see how well we do. One success.
One success. So what?
One.
That's like, wow, one. Okay.
That's one animal. That's one bird.
All right.
Oh.
You see one of the pigeons kind of like fly and perch on the window, and it's looking at you. Its head's bobbing back and forth.
She'll crouch a little bit, look at the pigeon, and starts. I don't know how you call that in English, but she'll talk to him like. How about you? Want to get some free meal?
Talking to the birds again.
Yep, she's doing it again.
The bird will coo back. Yes, yes.
Fucking Ruku.
So, we're heading into this place. If you look for me, if you see any guys in, she'll give a description. I have no clue what a uniform looks like in Detroit, but she'll give a description of that kind of clothing. If you see people approaching, you warn me. You do that for me afterwards. I'll give you some free food. How's that?
When it sees people approaching,
Mm-hmm.
bird's gonna.
Police people.
Hmm?
That people in uniform, which means police, not general people.
Okay. The bird will say, yes, yes, uniform, yes. And it will,
Yeah, she does a description of what a uniform looks like, because I can understand that a pigeon has seen uniforms but doesn't really realize that they're uniforms.
it's understanding the description.
Yeah.
It's a smart bird.
It's a smart bird, it's the word.
Well, you're gonna see the pigeon flap off the van, and she's gonna land on the street. He's just gonna start walking, with his head cooling back and forth. All right, so the bird's on the lookout.
Just one, though. I'm gonna try the same approach with rats, if you allow me.
Okay. Go one more time.
Maybe I'll get a little bit more, because one animal is not a whole lot.
Fucking entire animal kingdom in the streets. What are we doing?
Nope, no animals. This
Watching
is
for
fucking
police.
clean. Well, who the fuck has cleaned up this place? Jesus Christ.
Charles, is that a botch or just a fail?
That's
Fail.
just
There's 10.
Okay.
apparently the Archbishop has all the rats working for him already.
Ah, annoying. I need to talk to this Archbishop soon. Ah. Okay, fine. You know what? She'll activate her aspects. Put it on, or basically on sight and on hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You do know we're going into a potential combat area, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, but outside I'll.
And you do know I'm bringing a chain gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're leaving your sight and sound on, basically. Okay. All right. Mac's going to look at Dizzy and Ink. He's got. You see him pull out a shotgun, and a small hatchet, as he fits it into his back pockets. He's gonna look at Queenie like, yo, Queenie, just make sure that these two don't jump you. You know, I know like they're passed out, but just make sure that they don't wake up. He's pointing to, the bodies.
Two of
We
these
don't
people.
have any duct tape with us or zip ties?
Dizzy's just gonna fall upon them and drink them to the point where they are anemic.
Well, Queenie already took 4 blood points of the one guy, so you only need to worry about the other one.
He's
So yeah,
gone.
I'll take the girl's blood up until about 4 blood points, and then she's gonna drop blood into their mouth, both of them.
Are you actually going to gull them, or are you just trying to keep them alive for later?
Blood bonding them. That way, if they do wake up, at least they're gonna be more disposed to not attack Dizzy.
Okay, after seeing if you plan to keep these, you're going to have to blood bond them 2 more times.
Alrighty.
Also, you have to explain to me why you didn't capture them, but still blood bond something that isn't yours.
I don't. Am I under any obligation to follow you?
No. Did you add anything to the fact that we capture them? Unless
I'm making sure that they
There's a
don't come up
car on
behind
fire.
us with blasting shotguns, but if that's.
Hey, how about we
Well,
divide the spoils
since
afterwards?
this, since
Get
this is
done
mine,
first.
I can get to do what I want with it. The female, with the one which I captured, I'm going to snap her neck completely. It's fucking my
You
possession.
know, or you
Roll
don't
It's my
listen
possession
at
what I
all.
want.
Okay, roll a fate dice, because they just have fresh meat they push down in the mouth, and there's still a little bit in there. So, on a plus, she's dead. On a minus, she's going to be coming back as Dizzy's child.
As it, that would be fun.
You inadvertently sired a K-Knight somehow.
Dizzy, Mark went on to your character sheet for retainer because he has got a new shovel. Snap neck.
There you go. Now,
Disney's just gonna look at Ink like, okay, you see, that's why you don't do that. We could have
Now
dealt
it-
with this later, but now look.
now you can fully say it's yours.
Yo,
Hey,
yo,
both of you, can you cut the bullshit? Seriously.
My sister's right.
We're just having a conversation. Looks over at Ink with a smile.
Like, there is this thing we have to take care of, and you guys are squabbling. Go!
Are we squabbling, Ink?
I was making a point. Hence
Yes.
Okay,
the point.
point mate.
Hence,
Go,
I'm
go! Just get some action in your butts.
Yes, I'm sorry. We haven't done a run already. Because fuck fire. At that
Really?
moment, Ink gets out of the van. He knows he just made a great remark, pissing her off.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a frenzy check on that.
Oh yeah, make me a Frenchie turkey. Fail, I might eat you.
That was
All right, make
public
your
humiliation.
frenzy checks then.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind the fact that you probably have a brand new K-Knight waking up in a couple of minutes, doing just that.
Luckily, I'm awesome.
Aw, come on, you could do.
Let's see. That was your self-control dice, or?
Yeah. Well, oh no, sorry, it was my willpower. I need to roll self-control, of course. Jesus fuck, sorry.
Honestly, you got the most self-control of anybody in this game.
Yeah, no. It's like, nope. Actually, I think humiliation is not difficulty 6, it's higher.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, balls.
Hey, you flip the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
Flip it.
And the target is right there, so that's going to be an attack on, that's going to be an attack on the ink guy.
Yeah, sure, bring it.
Alright.
No, we should have had them voted before they left.
Yes, we should.
Well, I wasn't the one opposing that.
I didn't
We're not
oppose it. I
getting
just
too
wanted
old,
to get started. There you go. Should get started.
Oh, damn,
Now bring-
screwing over my own hubris.
Yeah, keep in mind this is all happening inside of a van. This is
Oh yeah.
Queen's
Jesse
like,
just kind of backed up next to Mac, just like, well, stop him, because everything I have to deal with this kind of shit is kind of permanent.
Also, spending another blood point in dex, because it's fancying. So, and I'm going to go for, fangs extended. I'm going to go for a bite.
Make your fucking initiative check.
a what?
I'd like to see you.
2
stop that.
successes.
Let me see.
No, I'm sorry, Jesse. I couldn't hear you. What'd you say? I couldn't hear what Jesse said.
Initiative. You think I'm gonna wait?
All right. That's
I see your blood boil, and I'm gonna say, no, I'm gonna wait.
Very
Get a
good.
first strike in, so
Okay, initiative then.
there
Mine
you
as
go.
well.
Well, the convenient thing is there's a brand new Samici in the van waiting.
Just looking at my new child, like, okay, straight up, did not need to make you, but you're a surprise, not a mistake. Because a mistake is you wouldn't do it over again, so if
What's,
you have the choice.
Sasuke, what's your
Wait a minute, let me change the color. If Jesse can do the same, then we can just read
I already
the
have.
initiative. Oh, I don't see it.
There's 14 for Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse's came up. Yours is still working.
Oh, wait. I got 14 as well.
He's got the highest dex.
The blood point in dex. My dex at the moment is 4.
Yep, my dex. I haven't blood pointed yet. I'm gonna do that first start of my I'm gonna do that when I start my initiative. I can't blood buff before initiative.
But I had already done it. Like,
Yes, I know.
Who's
It's
got
up
the
to
higher
your
hits?
skis.
Okay, so then what? What's your dex? 3 right now?
Yep,
Just-
that's the basic
okay.
dex.
Okay, so yes, Saskia, you have the initiative.
okay. Then I'm gonna put another blood point in Dex. And so 5, roll 1, 6. And I'm gonna go for a bite attack.
Love it.
All right, that'll be well. First, you have to grapple.
Yep.
Strength brawl.
Right, of course. Strength roll. Oh, my strength isn't that high. Very lucky.
You have a high brawl then?
No, I buffed my strength and my stamina and my dex.
You buffed everything just this second.
Yes, in the previous combat.
What?
I spent 4 blood points there.
Okay.
2 to grapple.
Okay. To grapple, you Jesse can. It's your turn. You can resist. Try to break
Yep.
free of it, or
That's strength brawl as well, huh?
Mhm.
Let's see what happens.
You can either grapple, you can either break the grapple or control the grapple. It depends on what you want to do.
It's equal. Defender wins.
There's a 1 there. Oh, you had 2
Yes.
tens.
And
Wow.
that's why I took down the 8. And I have 2 10s.
I only saw 1 10 popping up first, so sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, that's a tie.
Jesse's looking at these two who are like essentially deadlocked, sort of in that wrestler type like lockup at the beginning of a match. And it's just like,
Mhm.
Mac, make him stop.
Now it's my turn. I'm gonna buff my strength.
Okay.
Did you ever add your opponent's dice to that?
I'm gonna add 2 points to my strength. There you go.
Everybody has higher gen. So we can only spend 1 point a turn, right?
Mhm. Unless
Yep.
you have the right generation for spending multiple.
Yeah, no, I don't have that. Don't worry. Well, I'm not gonna win on that because that's a fucked up roll.
So that's 6 to the attack. Was that 6 for the attack?
That was
No, it's trying to break
the
free.
strength to break free or strength to take over the brawl, which I'm doing.
Okay.
And
So
now next time, if I
Yeah,
keep
you
the strength roll, I can go for a bite attack.
You can go for a bite attack.
so are you're just in a hold, right? Not a clinch. Is that it?
At the moment, I can
Now he
only
has
hold.
me now he has me grappled because
Yep.
I failed or I did not. I can't get 6 successes on 5 dice.
All right. Mac is going to level his shotgun at Ink's head. Look at Queenie like, yo, stop beefing. Stop this bullshit. Now.
You're gonna hear I'm not the one who's frenzying.
I understand that, bro. That's my sister right there.
Yeah, you kill me, you kill True Sabat. You do whatever the fuck you want. But I'm not getting myself bitten, that's for sure.
I ain't saying that. I'm just
Then
making
get
sure.
the fucking shotgun out of my fucking face. You
Don't
can
let
be
my
big,
sister
you
go.
can be tall, get the fucking shotgun out of my face. I'm gonna wait till she rages this shit out.
Then let my sister go. I'll take care.
No, I'm gonna wait until she rages this shit out.
How do I know you ain't gonna bite my sister?
Cause you're fucking there! Make a
Mac,
fucking
Mac.
intelligence check.
Mac, Ink, no. Like,
Mac will lower his
we're trying
gun.
to get something done. Can we put the bravado and the defensiveness and the hey it hurts down for a little bit and just
Mac
let
lowers
her.
his gun. Mac lowers his gun.
Yep. How many rounds till she stops raging?
She can start trying to roll out of it now if she wants.
I know.
Okay. Let's see if that works. Nope.
All right.
On your initiative, you could try and take over the brawl if you want.
Yep. I'm
Makes
gonna
sense.
put strength, a blood point of strength.
Mhm.
3. Try and take over.
I just need to try and keep it. However, I failed keeping it.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Does he roll me a fate dice to see if you find a pencil in the van?
Hey, I find a pencil.
You know what to do.
Yep, I am gonna buff my my strength up by, let's see, what generation am I? I am generation 10th, so I can only spend 1 blood point per round, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I will buff my strength, my abysmal strength, and actually I'm gonna hand it over to Mac because I don't have enough. I'm not that kind of combat creature. So I'm like, here,
All right.
stab her in the heart.
Mac's gonna blood buff his strength. Dex melee, 6 plus 8. Spending the willpower. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Jesus
5,
fuck.
7, 6 plus 4.
For a pencil, I'll say straight strength, so
Yeah.
it can break.
No, I'm just adding the success plus the strength.
Yeah.
One, 2.
Less don't take away, man.
Oh, right. Okay, so.
Yeah, Queenie, you got a pencil stuck in your chest.
Wait. Can't I roll to soak?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. You can, but... Sorry.
Yeah.
I only soak one.
Yeah, there's a pencil stuck in your heart.
You go limp.
Story of my life, apparently. Damn it, second scene that happens.
Oh, calm down, woman. Calm down.
Stop insulting me, boy.
That's what I
I'm
do.
just gonna like look over at Mac and Ink with a smile. Hell.
I ain't leaving my sister here with one person that's dead, another person that's undead, her staked in a van alone. I guess it's going to be up to you two until she comes around.
Aw, even more fun.
But
I'm swiping out a razor, and yeah, I guess we're going in. I'm gonna get out the van, see what's happening.
alright. Remember code word fire in the hole?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I remember.
Okay. She'll pat Ink on the shoulder. Let's do this.
I'm just gonna say for 3 turns, I'll just take it 3 turns to count the fuck.
All right, good.
Because you're out of combat. You got a piece of wood stuck and you can't really move. Most of your rage is burned out in 3 turns. How's that sound?
That's perfect for me. Once Ink is out of sight, she can, calm down. All right. So for Dizzy and Ink, when you get out of the van, you're on the streets of Detroit, and you're in a neighborhood that looks kind of in a rundown, shabby kind of setting. The building that you've been directed towards, it looks like there's some construction work going on outside. They have scaffolding around the exterior of the building, and it looks like what would be the front, the entranceway, is boarded up with plywood, but there's a door. Just has a lock on it. I mean, one of those like run-of-the-mill Home Depot padlocks that you could throw on there.
Dizzy is going to take the time to blood buff her stats up to 5. That'll be 1, 2. She's going to just bring up all of her stats to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How many rounds will that take for you?
It's about 6 rounds, so about 30
Damn.
seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
She'll spend 6 blood points to bring up all of her attributes to 4, all of her physicals up to 4, just in case. She's still got 1 blood left before she's hungry.
I'm sorry, what was that, Danny?
She's got one blood point before she gets into a state where she might be hungry.
What's your blood pool?
My blood pool is 13.
You spent 6, 7.
I'm just over half.
Yeah, you're like 2 away from hungry, I'd say.
Yeah.
All right, so you buff that. Then what?
Ink, you're gonna take point, I guess.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Ink doesn't really. Ink doesn't really listen to you if you want to say he's taking a point. He's just simply doing it.
It was
we
more of
need
a
to go
question. She wasn't ordering; she was asking.
I know, but I like even if it's a question, he's already doing it.
Okay.
So the question is not, well, whatever. I'm just explaining what the personality of the guy is. So he's taking charge whether you suggest it or not. So this area we're going to investigate. Any specific place we need to be exact to? Because I couldn't really hear you back then.
Oh, you guys just been given an address of where these guys might be holed up, and what appears to you is that this building is under construction, but this is the address.
All right.
And it's what would look like the entrance, like the front of this building. It's just been boarded up with plywood, and there's a door, and it's just held secured by like a some hinges and a padlock.
Okay. How does it look like? New? Old?
Looks new.
Okay. Well, since I also buffed up my stats, especially strength, I'm going to break that padlock off because we need to be here.
All right, with all your blood buffs, I'm not gonna make you roll it. You can kick in the door or just smash it with your fist.
What I want to do is I want to slide in the knife that I brought with me.
Mm-hmm.
Just simply break off the lock using the knife as a hinge. Not really because I need the strength for the hinge, but it makes less sound than kicking in the door.
All right, trying to be stealthy about it. Why don't you give me a wit? No. Why don't you give me a wit stealth roll to see if it works?
What stealth roll exactly?
Wits and stealth.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
2 successes of fucking 8. God damn it.
All right. I mean, it makes just a small sound, but only you and Dizzy can really hear it. It's like a clink clink. Once you break it off. All right. So you're inside.
Cool. Moving on.
Going inside. It looks like it's the front of some kind of convenience store. I mean, you see shelves that are empty. Some of the furniture, like display cases, have been covered in tarps and everything. You can see that some wiring is still exposed from the ceiling. They haven't quite finished the ceiling itself.
Do I see any startup of any security camera work or something like that?
Do you have tech?
Yeah.
How many dots?
1 dot.
You see what looks like it would be like there would be receptacles for them. If you want to roll your intelligence on success, I can tell you whether you can tell or not if they're active.
Sure. Happy to roll that. Let me see. There you go. 1 success. That's bloody 1.
Mm-hmm. You can tell that they're not active.
Cool. All right. Then I'm gonna just move on. Move past the front, the convenience store, the thing that doesn't make sense, and then probably either can I go up or knowing that I probably want to go down.
There is a door at the back end, but you also see a staircase on the opposite wall. Kind of
Staircase going up or down?
The staircase is leading up.
I look at Dizzy. If she wants to split up, she should say no.
Probably a good idea that we stick together just in case.
Okay. Then watch your backs, because I want to go down first.
I got you.
And then I'm going to inspect the door. See if I can break it open or whatever.
Okay. We're gonna pan over to Dizzy. So Dizzy, what are you doing exactly?
Dizzy is gonna draw out the nuts onto her onto one hand, and then the other hand she's gonna have the revolver at the ready. But she's just kind of keeping the stairwell area secure. In fact, she's gonna try and stay as hidden as possible. So I'll roll deck stealth if you want.
Okay.
Uh, 3 successes to stay hidden.
Okay. So Ink, you're at the door. You're inspecting it. How?
Yep. Well, first of all, I'm simply going to test if it's locked or not.
It's not locked.
Okay. Then I'm going to open it very slowly, see if I find any resistance, like maybe a trap behind it.
All right, I'll give this to you. Opening it slowly, you realize there's no staircase going down. I mean, there is room down there, but the staircase seems to have been ripped up.
All right.
From what you could tell, it's maybe about a 6-foot drop.
Sure. I'm gonna open the door any further so it opens up completely, and then I'm going to lie flat on my flat on my stomach and look down.
What you see in the basement looks like more furniture. It seems to be centralized in the middle of the room. Why don't you give me a perception investigate?
If I may interrupt for a quick bit, because other character I really have to go. So after that pencil gets pulled out of Queenie and she vomits a few curse words. She'll stick outside she'll be the lookout basically. So if anything happens, she'll warn Mac, who can then warn the other two.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you, and thanks all for the scene. Bye, peeps.
Well, thanks for having me.
Ta-ta.
Okay.
So 2 successes on the investigation perception.
What you notice is that the way the furniture is arranged, and in conjunction with the rest of the room, it looks cleaner than what upstairs would appear.
It looks like it's being used.
Yes, essentially.
All right, that means if this room is active, then people are down here, either having meetings or whatever. So at that moment, I assume the electricity is off. Anyway.
No, actually, the light was on downstairs.
Oh, that makes it even more interesting. More shadows, that is. I'm going to myself drop down.
You're gonna do what?
Because it's a few feet only, I'm going to go downstairs, but slowly, like I'm crawling over the edge, and then I'm leaving myself hanging on my arms, only to drop the last few feet.
Okay, so you're safely climbing down. Heading back over to Dizzy. Dizzy, give me a perception alertness.
Sure. Three successes.
3 successes. All right. You hear something start up upstairs along that staircase.
Something coming up the staircase.
No, no, I'm sorry. What I mean is like you start hearing something electrical going, like there's noises emanating from the room. Not very loud at first. With with that number of successes, it sounds kind of mechanical, you know.
An electric motor?
Not quite like a motor, kind of like the whirring of a machine.
Ooh.
Can I see the source of it?
No, you can't. I will give you a pinpoint. It's up the stairs, and it sounds like it's behind a wall. And it's kind of muffled. It sounds like there's a room up there.
I'll activate Auspex 1
Okay.
and put my ear to the wall. Listen.
Okay, now you would have to send the staircase to do that. You're fine with that?
Well, she was back up at the top of the staircase, I thought.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, no problem. All right, putting your ear to the wall. What you're gonna hear with your Auspex, you're hearing muffled voices. All right. What they're kind of saying is, I think someone's here. I think someone came in.
Interesting. Let me think about this for just a second. Are there any cockroaches around?
I'm gonna have to roll a fate die for that. Yes, there's plenty.
Alright, I'm gonna ask the cockroaches what's on the other side of this wall.
Okay.
If she's just talking to the cockroaches without giving them a command, she could do it with a dice roll.
Yeah, she's not giving a command, she's just asking.
Oh, she's just asking. Okay, what's on the other side? Coming from the mindset of a roach, it's probably going to tell you food.
Yep. That's a good one. Yep. Number one thing for the roaches, food.
Alright, Dizzy's gonna... Does it sound like it's like a hidden room, or is it just the other side of this wall, like in the upstairs of the house?
No. It sounds like it's something within the room, and it does. Yeah, it wouldn't be hidden. I wouldn't say.
So it's basically like she's in the stairwell, and if she went around a corner, she could probably take a look?
Yeah.
Okay. Dizzy will do her best to try and stealthily make her way around the corner, or at least to the corner, to peek around to see what's there. And I'll roll my dex stealth and spend a willpower point.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 successes with a willpower point.
Well, around the corner, what you're going to see is down this corridor. It ends at a window, and there's a door, like in the middle of the distance between you and the window. But there is an access point.
I'll go to the access point.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's the door. Has a knob.
Is there a keyhole?
There's a keyhole.
What do I see if I look through the keyhole?
Well, it's not one of those kind of keyholes. I mean, not like something like a modern day keyhole. Like
Oh, okay.
one that you need with a key. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is a tough one. You know what she's gonna do? all this stuff that we've been doing has been connected, right?
Mm-hmm.
She will use vicissitude to make herself look like the child that she embraced.
Okay.
And give that a shot, because why not? Vicissitude 1 at difficulty 4, I believe, for Dizzy.
Promethean clay.
Love it. Love it so much. So that is Dex, Intelligence Medicine, difficulty 6. So it'd be difficulty 4. 5 dice. So yeah, 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna knock on the door.
Give me just one more perception alertness.
2 successes.
You hear the cocking of a shotgun.
Meh.
Someone's coming to the door, and once that person's on the other, not on the other side, but once you hear the footsteps stop, they're gonna yell, "Who the fuck is it?"
And Dizzy will try and mimic the voice. That's a difficulty 8.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 3 successes on the mimicking the voice.
Wait, I'm sorry. Mimicking the voice of whom?
Of the lady that she embraced inadvertently.
Mm. Okay. We're gonna pan away for a moment. We're gonna go back to Ink. Ink, you've just dropped down into the basement.
Yep.
And what you see that the shadow is cast against you. The light from the light bulb is being obscured by some of the furniture. If you can understand where I'm saying the shadows are set.
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a perception alertness roll.
Oh, there we go. This was perception. Let me see what my others was. I believe about to say. Yep. Oh, yes. There you go. Of course. Do I have to have a 1 at every freaking roll I make?
Let's see. Alright, you hear movement coming from one area of the room, like from your left, and you kind of just see a blur all of a sudden kind of like leap over and go behind this like stack of furniture.
Right. Got it. Well, normally I would say let's go and investigate this crap. However, we're in combat and in a situation where something is there and it's quick and it uses either shadow or it's hidden somewhere. So do I have the feeling that was supernatural?
Roll me your perception awareness.
Wonderful. Never mind, I forget that every freaking roll has a 1.
Sorry. No. It just looked to you like it was a body, a person that just moved so quick. Ducked out. You couldn't quite get a profile of the person.
Right. Well, if it's a person, then the person's going to be something very scary. Because I'm going to use my Optibration, and I'm going to make this room a very, very, very dark place.
Alright, so you're going for Shroud of Night Experience?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Roll it.
Yeah, I believe it's occult something. I believe manipulation occult.
Correct.
So that's manipulation. And what Michael. Alright. There you go. And of course I got a 1, because fuck me.
Alright,
Still 1 success though.
yeah, that gives you 10 feet. And
Yep.
where do you want the center of the shroud to map?
Directly under the lamp. So it's crawling out.
Okay.
That means even if I don't, even if it's not in the room, I take away the only source of light, which gives me a natural advantage.
Okay. Yeah, your shroud works. The room goes like pitch black, although because it's your opt-in aberration, you can kind of see past that veil of shadow what's going on. But for the moment, whatever's behind there, it's not moving.
Can I hear something either breathe, or a heartbeat?
No, you don't actually hear any breathing. You don't hear any heartbeat.
And this thing is going to make a perception awareness, but instead of taking penalties for the dark, it's only got a -1 penalty for the dark. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay. -3. Two successes for it to spot ink.
Spot me? You cannot spot me in the Shroud of Night, dude. You cannot look in unless you're La Sombra.
Okay, never mind. This thing is going to. Oh, it's going to make a dex stealth roll. Duck behind something.
Or you can duck all you want, but eventually you have to go out. I have all day and all night.
This thing doesn't breathe.
I know. Still scared.
You assume that.
Well.
Okay, yeah, this thing manages to duck behind something with 2 successes, and it's going to obfuscate.
That's what I figured.
So we're playing the it can't see you and you can't see it game.
Probably. Because I don't have Auspex.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to move deeper in or move out of the room? Or try to wait it out?
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus on making the Shroud of Night larger and maybe move it a little bit so I can move through the shroud towards the exit, or at least below the staircase.
Okay.
But first I'm gonna wait it out a little bit. I mean, technically it's a Mexican standoff.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is it such a few? Okay, well, I'm going to say it doesn't have a centrifuge score, so it's going to be a small dice pool. You're going to spot a dude with snake skin popping out and dropping his left skin. He's going to try to, well, oof. He tried to presence you, but it didn't work.
Well, hello there. Yeah, I'm gonna, when he tries to make himself aware and scare the fuck out of me, because I guess that's what he's trying to do. I'm going to jump his ass and try to bite it.
Okay.
Go for it.
So that's
The second you grab hold to it, though, it's going to know exactly where you are.
yeah, I know, but I know where he is first.
Yeah.
There you go. Ah, of course.
1, 2. Let's see if he can. He does get to resist that, so that's strength 3, and you grow 3. So it's going to be 6 dice to try to break out. He breaks your clench and
Well, technically it means that my clench never holds. I try to touch you, grapple fails because you either dodge away fast enough.
well, he's trying to take control of it. So
Sure.
when he's got control of it, he's
But
going to try to strike you with his tongue.
yeah, obviously.
Uh,
But that's for the next round.
Yeah. Okay. Then we need to do initiatives.
Yeah, your initiatives.
Isn't tongue attack a range attack?
It's a ranged attack, yeah, but we still he's got control of the grapple, so he's still holding you in place.
Yes, but when I grapple you, your body, then your tongue attack doesn't really work. However, if you would start to grapple me first and use your tongue, that's different.
Now what he did was he tried to take control of the grapple and pull you up where he could strike you with the tongue.
Right. Well, technically, in a post-strength brawl check first, but sure.
Which was the 6 dice I rolled to take control of it.
Oh, yeah. No, well, technically, first, when I grapple, I have to hit, actually, for you to take control of the grapple. I failed my grapple, therefore the grapple never existed.
Okay. Alright, then we definitely need to go in initiative.
Yeah, we do.
Alright. So I roll the... Let's see. Oops.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck you up, probably.
Yeah, that's okay. That's how the world goes.
Okay.
Crazy, he has 18 to fuck you up with.
Okay. He has 18. What do you have, Hank?
12.
12. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna cut right back to Dizzy. So just hold those numbers. Dizzy. When the door opens, you see a tall, lengthy guy. He's in jeans, bare shirt, covered in a bunch of tattoos. It kind of look like shitty tattoos, like your dime store tattoos. I don't know how to put it. But yeah, he's holding a shotgun, and he's just saying, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yo, I got jumped. People are after us.
And I'm supposed to know you from where?
What house is this?
Lady, this isn't a house. Not anyone where people are supposed to be in. And sure as hell, not you.
Well, fuck me running. What was the address of the building when she came in?
Oh no, it's the same address.
No, I mean, what is the actual address?
Oh hell, Vinny, I don't know the streets of Detroit.
Alright, fine. She's gonna say, she's gonna basically, dyslexic the number, so if it's, 7512, she's gonna be in this 7521?
No, you ditzy bitch. It's not.
Oh, fuck.
Give me a subterfuge roll.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll spend a point of willpower on it.
Okay.
Because apparently ones are a thing today, and I don't want to fall into the same, I don't want to get fucked. So 6 dice. And do I have enchanting voice? I bet you I don't. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the willpower point.
All right, with that amount of success, I'll just give it to you. The guy accepts that you're just some chick that's lost. obviously, and he's like, "No, no, this isn't. That's further down the block. Look, you need to get out of here." And he'll put his hand on you, kind of like start pushing you down the staircase towards the staircase. Yeah.
Outside?
Yeah, yeah. He's trying to push you away towards the staircase. You would get the idea that he's trying to push you out of the building.
Alright, so what she's gonna do is she's gonna, like, as they get outside, she's like, can you show me where, please? I'm really sorry, dude.
Give me another charisma subterfuge. Or empathy, whatever's higher.
Do, 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 do. One success.
You see him sigh. Maybe it's something about her face, but he's like, "All right." And as he's leading you down, all of a sudden you see a spray of blood arcing over your head, and you hear a thud as Mac just landed a hatchet in the back of the guy's skull.
Oh, I was using that.
Dizzy just smirks and looks over at Mac before dragging the guy up to his feet, and is gonna drain him of everything he's got, because he's already dead, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna say he's dead.
So yeah, she's drinking this guy, refilling her blood pool. Good save, Mac. Good save. I thought I was gonna have to roast that guy.
Yo, did you find anything? Where's Ink at?
Ink's downstairs. I'm going down there, because, yeah, shit.
What's upstairs?
There's another dude in there, in a room.
Aight. Do you want me to take care of him, or you want me to help out Ink?
Help out Ink, probably. If it's close quarters down there, you're going to be more effective than I am. If I go in there and start popping off flame jets, it's going to be bad for everybody.
Aight. Yo, be careful, man.
Mm-hmm. Dizzy is going to take the blood that's like spattered everywhere and rub it all over her like neck and face. And she's going to run back into the house like, and when she gets to like the door where the dude is, she's like panting. She's going to fall over herself.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yo, your blood, like somebody just ganked him from behind.
Alright, we're gonna pan back over to Ink. Now, I believe it was the Setite's turn.
Yep.
Alright.
Sure, wits and courage.
My courage?
Wits and courage together.
My wits and courage together, I believe, we're 7.
This one's going to try to activate a drag gaze. So I'm going to have to score a 10 or 10 in total because you can't go above 10, I don't think. It tries to go into a drag gaze, but apparently you can somehow push it off.
Okay. Gonna be fucked up.
So what's he doing while this thing tries to drag gaze through the Shroud of Night?
Uh-huh. I'm very happy it's dark down here. I am going to try and melee attack the head of this guy, because that's what I've been taught. If you get fighting, then you need to take his head off.
Okay, roll it.
Check my ticks. Very good. Oh, that's a lot better. Oh, wait. Wrong one. It's 2 successes.
Okay, roll your damage. What are you attacking with?
A fucking knife.
Okay.
But I'm attacking your head, so that's why I need up and above, I believe. Or is it or is it because knife is difficulty 5, 2 difficulties above, The difficulty above 5 would be 7, would also be hit.
That's
Okay.
3.
Then 3, that's 1, 2. Carrying over. Strength. And no, that's about it. Yeah. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damage. Oh wait, +2 because I'm attacking the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
6,
damage
that's
straight to the face.
You forgot that's 6.
So right. That's wait. Okay. That's 7 damage straight to the head.
You can soak 2 of it, so it takes 5 to the head. It's not going to do much better. I guess we're going to pan back to the snake. He's going to spend a willpower and negate his 1 penalty. And he's got a general idea where you are now. He's going to try to lash you with his tongue. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 at a death rate to hit. And nope, that's a botch.
Yep.
I think his tongue gets stuck on now.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I call this dinner plans. So your tongue is getting stuck in something else, probably the
It's stuck
furniture.
on it now.
Well, I'm gonna use this opportunity to bite him, and I'm gonna bite him straight where I hit him, so where the wound is. Probably I'm going to try and drain him because I need blood.
Okay, make the roll the bite.
I believe that's strength brawl, right?
Mm-hmm. You may end up biting the rest of his head off.
Yeah, I hope so. Here you go.
Okay, roll your damage.
Yes. Wow, that's sick. Yeah, there we go.
And your Diabin, yes?
Yep.
Okay, roll your willpower versus. Let's.
Oh wait, what was my willpower again? For course I tried to do something stupid. Yes,
have to
that
be-
was something
You
stupid.
have to be 4 successes.
Yeah, well, I don't. I only have willpower 4, so that would be stupid. Will do the album.
You can
I'll
still
eat
try to. I mean, you declared your Diabin, so see if
I
you can
know.
match it.
Well, I'm still going. First, I'm going to drain him. I don't know how much blood he has, so
You can feel there's a little bit of blood in him, but like you're drinking on canine blood here, so it's pretty orgasmic.
yeah, I'll probably continue. That's my willpower, right? That's gonna be sucky. Well, there you go. Gets 2.
Congratulations, your character is going to be taken to deviant nature. You didn't budge.
Nature. What?
You
I
didn't
am
budge. You
No, of
didn't
course.
budge. Congratulations, you guys surpassed this.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Awesome. Well,
And what's your generation?
9.
All right, this one was a weak blood. So I thought if you were on the lower end of the spectrum, maybe you had some.
No, I got dominated, so I had to put it up.
Okay. All right. So yes, you've just ripped the head off and drank the heart's blood of this poor lowly Setite.
Yeah, and your nature will be changing. You didn't bite, so it's not going to be able to take you over completely, but he's whispering in the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Deviant nature, you said.
Ink, you're gonna hear the voice of Mac yelling from what should be the top of the staircase. Yo, Ink, you down there?
You're gonna hear some growling, because technically, well, he's.
You need to make that self-control or instinct roll, because Yes, that frenzy thing you have to do after a Diab.
Yep. I was already going for that. Self-control, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's okay.
Or
That's
instinct.
1, 2, 3. There you go. Nope, I'm losing self-control. I'm continuing to fuck this guy up.
All right, we don't hear. I guess you don't reply. We're gonna pan back.
No, you're gonna hear probably growling, animalistic frenzy. That's what you're hearing. You've heard that before.
Okay, okay. We'll pan back to Dizzy now. Dizzy, you said that you just rushed into this room, fell on the floor, and said, "What's the person?"
Like that, his friend just got, like, somebody just smashed him from behind and ran off.
Dizzy, what you're seeing is the face of a gentleman who does not look very happy. He's in a leisure kind of suit, grayish, but he starts baring his fangs as he looks at you. It's like, you motherfuckers.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then combust.
sorry.
Roll it.
If that's how it's gonna be.
No, it's a good point. Fuck you. It's a finger.
Like, she was trying to, like, at least play this out, but if he's like, you motherfuckers, yeah.
I started out nice, then you fucked it up. Don't blame me.
Am I allowed to burn another willpower point on this?
What are you trying to do?
I'm combusting this motherfucker with way of fire, too.
Yeah, you're allowed.
Alright, here we go. Difficulty 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of ag as I set him on fire.
Alright. Give this homeboy just a little bit of a chance.
I think.
He takes 4. And he takes 4 levels of lethal damage. So, I'm sorry, Charles, what are we going to add in?
Doesn't he keep burning? Because he's going to keep taking damage each turn now, I believe.
It doesn't say how long the fire lasts, so I guess that's up to you guys.
Well, is it magical fire, or are you just starting normal fire up on this guy?
It's basically, it sets him on fire, like it's basically with vivid orange sorcerer's power. The superheated air coils around the target in moments the target bursts into some spontaneous flame.
Well, technically, like normal fire. It's just set on fire magically, but the fire itself is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means
so
that
as long as you think that there's stuff on him that can burn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
how you guys feel.
Yeah. Okay. You see his clothes set ablaze, and yeah.
Make that rust check test.
Yeah.
Oh wow! You have to make a roster check even though it's your fire.
No, he does. I don't.
Oh yeah, this dude does. Definitely.
And he's completely immolated, so I think it's difficulty like 8 or 9.
He's holding it together, but that's just him going.
It's not his favorite moment.
Yeah. You basically see him like grab for his throat as he tries to scream, and it's all eaten up by the flame that's consuming him. And like just a husk, a burnt husk, like falls right before your feet.
And she's going to stare down at him and just say very softly, very calmly, I can stop it if you want to, but you have to promise to be nice.
Oh, I like this guy.
He'll you know what? Let's roll a fate die. It's up to you. He can't really respond. You can't make heads or tails if he's saying stop it or go fuck yourself.
I guess if that's the case, she's gonna do it again.
He's saying go fuck yourself. That's what he's saying. That's what I would say if I was next to you.
She's literally just like, this could have gone so much better than it did. And she gets 1 success.
1 success. All right. Well, this dude is Pretty much dead. Yeah, he's ashed.
Well, he soaked 2 of it, so he's at 5 ag now, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, when the fire runs out, she's gonna bite him or try to bite him. She's gonna try to diablerize him. She'll buff up her strength and her dex.
Willpower versus willpower. If you fail, you take nature. If you botch, you get taken over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Here's mud in your eye. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
5 successful willpower roll.
What willpower did you assign to this NPC?
Oh, this guy, 7.
Then roll it.
Let's see. Sorry, I forgot about those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What's his nature? Because I believe Dizzy's going to be taking it.
This guy is a monster.
Oh God!
Alright, so going from Eye of the Storm to Monster.
What was his generation?
Oh, he was 10th.
Okay, so no generation boost. What disciplines did he have?
He had Serpentis 2 and Obfuscate 2.
Your pick. You want Serpentis or Obfuscate?
Come on, Serpentis. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think that is a no-brainer.
Yeah, come on. Obfuscate you can pick up on every Nosferatu. However, Serpentis you need to go find one of those snake fuckers.
So yeah,
Okay,
she'll
you-
take Serpentis.
Okay, so you each get the first Serpentis for free since you both got them from the obs.
Yep. Cool. Awesome.
And I'll make my self-control. That's automatically a path point degradation for me.
Mm-hmm.
And my self-control is, wow, much more than I thought it would be.
You did make your own character, right?
I did, but
You forgot. Oh, you make
I
so many
forgot.
characters, I guess.
I do. So yeah, I'm good. I got my self-control after I, gooify him. She comes up, she clears her throat, and walks over to the top of the stairwell and looks down at Mac and at Ink, and she's like rubbing like blood away from her mouth, like her jeans below the waist are soaked with blood because it's organic.
Ink is not there yet, love. Ink
Oh.
is still in the basement because I didn't make my my willpower check. I'm riding my rage at the moment, feeding off this guy. So you'll probably see me doing about the same thing as you.
Aw, he had the same idea.
Yeah.
Says as she steps past Mac.
Mac will be like, yo, is everybody good? Ink, you alright?
Oh, we're golden, man. We are so fucking golden.
Yeah. As soon as Ink rages out his frenzy, he's gonna look at the pile of corpse that he leaves behind. And he's gonna lick his lips like yum yum yum. That was tasty. And then I'm going upstairs towards
She's
the.
gonna give Ink a fist bump if he'll do it on the way up.
Yeah, I'll do it on the way out.
And she's like, my man.
Alright, homie, so we got these dudes, they dead. Thing is, we need to search this place, see if we find something. Mac's going to, check upstairs. Let's see. Perception. He doesn't find jack shit at all. What are you two gonna do?
I'll just go back up and search the room that they were in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want perception, investigation,
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. Yay! 2 successes.
2 successes. Dizzy, in the room, what you find is this gentleman's briefcase. Inside, you see a few plane tickets. You also find a stack of money, like $200.
Taking it, putting it in my pocket.
Uh, you also find another gun. It's not as nice. It's like a light handgun, but it's another one.
At some point, she's gonna have to learn to use all these guns that she's been collecting.
Mm-hmm. Also, you also see like a flight itinerary accompanying those 2 tickets.
Alright, so I'm packing all that shit up into the briefcase to bring back to the Archbishop.
Okay.
She'll come back out, holler down to Mac, or holler up to Mac, and then down to Ink. Alright, I found some stuff. Did you guys get anything?
What about you? What are you doing?
What do I need to search exactly?
You could search anywhere in this place. Downstairs, upstairs.
Okay, I'm trying to search downstairs because I think that's where the meetings were. Maybe there's another door or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's perception investigation, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's of course there's 1 in it, so I find Tilly squat.
All right.
Hey, you found a crackerjack box.
Mac will jump down there with you, taking a look. He's going to use his auspex. He's going to use heightened senses, auspex. Okay, that's a little bit better. You see Mac pick up. He picks up what looks to be. It looks like it's another briefcase, but it's much smaller. It almost looks like a lady's briefcase. He's like, yo, Ink, I found this. And he'll open it up next to you. And inside, what you're going to see are... it looks like a stack of paper, and it looks like a USB drive. What you'll see through it, I'm just going to give this to you as you guys finger through it. What it looks like is a order form for some type of set of military hardware.
Be right back. Need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll pan it back to Dizzy. Dizzy?
Yeah.
How you doing? Are you coming downstairs or are you just hanging upstairs?
If Ink's down there, she's gonna assume that he's got it in hand. He definitely seems capable, so she's not too pressed about backing up now that the danger has seemingly passed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's just basically taking the stuff out to the van, tossing the briefcase in there.
By the time you start seeing your new child starting to stir.
Gonna take the pencil that was in Queenie and stake her.
Oh no, Queenie's awake by now.
Yeah, well, it was in Queenie, like,
okay.
It's still in there. She's gonna stake her child or to have this a bit better set up.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, she's just gonna stake the child and look at the dude who's still alive but out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about all she's gonna do. Like, she's got this thing. She'll make a call to the Archbishop.
Hello?
So, had an interesting trip tonight. Found a new member for the congregation, so the missionary work's going well.
But that's always good to hear.
And one of our associates from Egypt, well, he came over for a bite, and I left with more than he did, and he also gave me a briefcase with some plane tickets and a flight itinerary.
Good, good. You know what to meet me, right?
Yeah, I'm just waiting on my friends before we pull out. They're still helping do the dishes.
I see. Did you find any hearts, any missing hearts while you're out looking around?
Unfortunately, the individuals in question kind of fell to pieces.
Hmm. Oh, well,
But
can't
don't
help it.
worry, they're very, very safe, in good hands.
Well, anyways, there was a Selite high priest who cut us on, well, he left his heart in Windsor, if you know what I mean. The reward is anybody who finds it's theirs to do it what they
Okay.
see fit.
Then she'll go back. She'll say, "All right, well, I'll take an extra look around to see if he left his playing cards anywhere."
Yeah, that Queen of Hearts well, it's one of the really nice ones from the novelty cards, if you know what I mean.
I got you. And I'll do a perception investigation again. Start looking around, see if I find any. Like, I'll go around the house and look for anything that's buried, go back inside and look for shit.
All right. Where in the house are you going?
Well, first I'm going to do the outside, like at the yard.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to look for?
I'm looking for any spots where it looks like stuff's been buried.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
a success.
You find where somebody may have buried what looks to be a lockbox with a little bit of money in it. But that's about that.
How much money?
We'll say about $150.
Take that, put it in my pocket. And then go back inside and start tossing the place.
Ink, do you want to look around or?
I'm gonna keep looking around in the on the specifically the walls of the meeting room and stuff like that. Maybe some hollow wall, a hollowed wall somewhere.
All right. Make a perception investigation or whatever appropriate way you want to make it.
There's
I have no idea what I'm gonna up next.
you see scratch marks on the floor in the room you were in when you had your snack.
Alright, I'll follow the scratch marks. Is there like a bookcase?
It's like a clock.
Alright, I will move the clock in accordance with the scratch marks.
Okay, give me a strength roll to try to move the clock.
Oh, okay. 3 successes.
It starts to move a little bit, but it's hard as hell to move this fucker.
Alright, I'm gonna start, like, searching the clock for switches. Like, I'm gonna open it up and I'll, like, maybe tug on the various things that are hanging from the grandfather clock.
You see the pendulum, the counterweights. You see the place where you insert the key in, but you don't see the key in the case of the clock.
Gonna check the guy's corpse. The pockets of what are left. If the key was metal, hopefully it was.
You see a bunch of keys. You don't know what to.
I'll start trying the keys one by one.
Eventually find one that fits in, but when you go to turn it, like the thing doesn't click or not. You just have to keep turning it and turning it.
She'll keep turning it.
Until it gets to 420, then you hear a clicking sound.
Oh, really? She says as it hits the 420.
Let's just go to Ink real quick. Okay, Ink, you want to look into the basement still, right?
Yep.
All right, make a roll.
No ones, please. Of course, there's a one, but at least we got a few.
Yeah, you do find a hidden wall. Um, it can be moved with a little excursion of strength. But you can't open it. And when you do, you'll find there are two empty caskets, kind of hidden behind this wall room. If your best guess is that this is where at least one of the dudes used to sleep.
All right. Well, people hide precious things, memories near their caskets in order to either sleep better or keep things close to your hidden spot. So I'm going to investigate that particular area.
All right. What you find in one of the caskets, you'll see that there's there's a couple like menagerie things. It looks so professional, like a pocket was built inside the inside the casket. You find like some notepads, you find a cell phone, and you find a credit card inside of a wallet. The wallet, it kind of has like a series of business cards, but you'll see a credit card in there.
I'll take the entire wallet and extract.
And so what?
I take the entire wallet because the entire wallet may hold something funny. But I'm going to inspect the credit card for the name and if it's usable like this.
Yeah, it's like one of those whatever American major bank you want to call it. The name of the card is William Colts.
All right. The bishop might find it interesting.
Do you take the cell phone?
Yep.
Okay, you take the cell phone.
Is the cell phone off?
No, it's not off. If you play with it, it'll turn on.
I want it off. GPS can still follow the phone.
Okay.
I'll get somebody on that phone that actually knows hacking. I believe Queenie. I saw Queenie with a laptop, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask her if she can hack that cell phone. See what information we can find.
Okay. All right. That would pretty much be everything you'll find down there. I mean, all that furniture. Even if you took the time to look through it, I'll tell you it's pretty much empty. It's just menagerie of stuff.
Yeah, crap. Cool. Then he'll go upstairs. The upstairs, like up these stairs, so then jump.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So since this area is still under development, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are there some plans lying around? Things that the developers might use to know what the heck's going on?
In a gang box, yeah. You find a gang box, but it's locked.
Yeah. If I get that box, then I'm going to search and look at the map and see if there's some hidden areas already mapped out. I mean, some areas is easier to get in the house when it's designed already.
Well, if you go to the box and you find the drawings, the plan drawings, you don't see anything that would really stick out. I mean, that isn't that doesn't look like a normal drawing for a house.
Right. And now I just have to look at the drawings and compare it with real life, right?
You do that.
Yep. I got my time.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want to make a perception academics or something, or it might be kind of specific. I'm not sure. Charles, what would you say? Is that crafts or?
Yeah, crafts.
I'm okay with crafts.
Okay.
Intelligence craft or perception craft?
Intelligence. Yeah.
Intelligence. I have to look it up. My intelligence again. Am I smart? No. There you go. Oh, it's Lost series. It's oh wait, of course it's got a 1 in it. Okay. I believe there is not one roll I've done without a 1. Anyway, though I failed at it. It wasn't a botch, but I failed at it because once.
Okay. Yeah. Again, it just looks. It looks kind of normal to you. I mean, I'll give you this. What wasn't on the drawings was that room with the caskets.
Right.
That was the drawing.
Well, yep, that's one. That's what I already got. So I assume, although assumption is mother of all fuck-ups, that we got everything.
Yeah. So, you and Dizzy. I mean, I don't know if you
You
guys.
gotta find something in that clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Charles. What was in the clock?
The clock slides away. You see like a hidden doorway that leads all the way down.
All right, going down, picking up the shotgun from the dude that I killed, and yeah, checking it out.
You smell a room. You go into a room that smells strongly of incense. It's dark as hell. There's some weird symbols painted on the floor. There's like what looks to be candles around this thing. If you had to guess, do you have a? Give me an intelligence occult.
Oh boy.
Both of us?
Dizzy. Unless you went in with her.
Nah.
Yeah, eventually. I mean, but I would be coming later, but eventually I could do it. Yeah. I don't see, however, I could compete somewhat with it, but nah, come on.
Somebody summoned something in this club. Like this is a summoning circle.
Is there anything in here of value?
There's a couple of clay dolls in the far corner. You see a couple of bean bags.
Okay, I'm going to be more specific. Can I find any indication of what has been summoned, which is far more interesting than value shit?
You probably make out some of the language in the writings around the circle. You can make out some kind of weird nature spirit. Something to do with fire.
Hey, Charles. Can I say something? Even though Mac doesn't have awareness, could he use his aspects to try to see if there's any spirits?
Do you have word sight?
Yeah, I do.
Roll your word sight.
What is that? Perception and empathy?
Perception, empathy, death sight.
Let me just see real quick what Mac has.
Do you have awareness or aspects you can roll it?
No, I don't have awareness. That's. Oh wait. Yeah.
That's for the other two.
What should I do? Nice. Okay. Diff 8.
That'd be diff 6 for anybody with heightened senses.
Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
One success.
You can feel the magic in the room still, but like the spirit that they summoned is kind of gone, but some of the magic's still here.
Alright. Are there any tomes or anything like that?
You see a couple of clay tablets.
Alright. I'm gonna take the clay tablets. Any pots that might hold a heart in them, by chance?
No, but you do see a couple of dolls.
Are they clay dolls?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to inspect the clay dolls to see if they're supposed to resemble something. Probably have some personal artifacts on them.
They're just clay dolls. They might have something in them, but like they're just oversized clay dolls, like little idols.
Are they regularly used in summoning circles?
You'll have to give me an intelligence to call on that one.
I have a cult, yes, of course.
I will. Anything with that 5 success I get off these idols? Or do you want me to roll again?
Roll again.
Okay.
So 2 successes on difficult about items.
They're not for the Rachel. If you had to guess, they're probably there for decoration or if anything for aesthetics.
6 successes.
They have jack shit to do with a Rachel. They're just there for aesthetics.
Okay. She'll look at ink. We're done here. There's nothing of value. All we know is there's a summoning circle. They summon some kind of fire spirit. Beyond that, the tablets are about the only thing worth anything in this room.
You cannot see Inka's face, but the shadows are moving quite rapidly when you say fire spirit.
Dizzy just looks at him. I don't think it's still here. But we should probably report that to the Archbishop. That's not good for us.
Yes, we should.
You start hearing Mac mumbling to himself. What? Yo, you sure? Yo. My homeboy's telling me, like, we got a book. That bird squawking.
Alright, then let's go.
Alright.
Mac will lead you guys out, and you'll jump in the van. And just at about that time, you'll see a car pulling up, and guys getting out. They'll be walking towards that building that we just came in, though they haven't seen you. Max will be like, yo, I don't know if that's more than homeboys. Should we tackle them? Should we just get the hell out of Dodge?
Take them out.
Set them on fire if you want.
Make it happen.
Okay. She'll just look over at Ink. Fire in the hole, buddy.
You can see him grin.
And she'll go for a wall of magma again. You gave me toys. You can't expect me not to use them.
Fair enough.
Yes, 7. So 1, 2, 3. So for 6 turns, they are caught up in a wall of magma. Difficulty 9 to soak if they can soak.
Alright, courage rolls again, people.
No, he said he was going to fire in the hole. I did not look.
Oh, okay, that's true. I'll give you that then. Alright. And he turns away.
He clearly said fire in the hole, buddy. I grinned. I looked down.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
There's something off about one of the people in the group. Like, instead of him screaming like everybody else, the skin just seems to be melting right off. You start seeing like a metallic skeleton.
What?
That's not normal.
Are you actually saying that's not normal?
Yeah, definitely saying that. She's like, oh, wow. Terminator.
Mac is going to start in the van, and he's going to start backing the fuck up while bucking some shots.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
It's about this time the dude with the skeleton's going to pop your trunk and something flies out. And it's starting to fly towards the bone. The bone's about to blow up. Let's just be honest here.
Alright, Mac is going to try to make a dex drive roll to see if he can stay ahead of this fucking thing. Man, blood buff.
Sure.
Go for it.
You're an ST, man. You don't need to ask me.
Still, I don't want to seem like I'm cheating. That's excessive.
Yeah, y'all see the little, what looks to be like a tiny remote control helicopter thing flying through the building y'all just came out of, and all of a sudden it goes boom.
Yeah, you feel the energy of the explosion almost like lurch the truck more forward, almost picking the back end up. But it stays.
Oh, Dizzy's all kinds of happy with that much fire.
And speaking of which, let's see something. Oh no, Dizzy, a fire spirit has taken a liking to you.
She can deal with fire spirits.
All right.
She'll have to find a way to communicate with it, but yeah.
Okay. So as you guys were out into the night, escaping what the fuck just happened kind of moment, you guys will be heading back to the church. If you want to pick up this scene later, I don't mind, but just like to bring the scene to a close, if that's all right.
Do you want to pick this up sometime later? Because I gotta go grab something to eat.
Yeah, I need to go do laundry, so it sounds like good stuff.
Also, after we go off live, I'll drop the last little bit for y'all.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This was Detroit, The Dark Reflection. Where the story goes next, you have to stay tuned.